From the dawn of time, we've been compelled to tell our stories. Whether it's been on cave walls or around campfires, whether it's on stone tablets or now on digital ones, whether it's the 4,000-year-old epic of Gilgamesh or the latest Hollywood blockbuster opening this week, human beings are the most alive and, well, the most human when we're telling our stories. So if you love story, reading, watching, and most importantly, telling your own in the best way you can every single day, then this show is for you. And I'm really glad you're here, because every day truly is a story all its own. Hi, and welcome to Every Day is a Story All Its Own, the channel where we'll be discussing acting, directing, writing, historical education, and even a little bit of paranormal research because, let's face it, ghosts have stories too. I'm serious, you'll see, just trust me. Anyway, to start, I'd like to tell you a little bit about me. My name's Joey Medea, and for the past 30 years I've been a professional actor, director, teacher, and writer. I write in all kinds of genres and all kinds of forms, from plays to novels, short stories, and now even screenplays and a little bit of audio drama. And what I've really learned over the years is that story is a story is a story. It needs a certain structure, it has certain goals, and I think most importantly when it comes to story, it's all about the characters. You can have a really strong theme. For years, Seven Stories Theater Company has been doing social justice work where we tackle things from drug and alcohol abuse to teen pregnancy to stories of violence. Those are all really worthy themes. They're super, super important for social justice in the world. But at the end of the day, it's the characters that people identify with. Well, that's where the process really comes in, the way I like to handle it and the way we'll be discussing it on this channel. It starts with the writer. The writer comes up with characters who have really, really interesting problems. They're struggling. They have obstacles, just like all of us in real life. And then the director takes that work and they have to interpret it. How do I bring these characters to life? How do I use these characters as mouthpieces to tell this great story that this writer has given us, this really important or interesting or funny or action-oriented story that they're telling us? Well, I need really good actors to do that. And then the actors come in, and they're really the bridge between the storyteller through the medium of the director to reach the audience. So it makes a lot of sense to be studying all three of those things at once, from the point of view of the actor, the director, and the writer. So we're going to start with the next episodes that are coming up with the basics. What is story? How does it work? And what are the elements? And then we're going to go from there. Before I end this first episode, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the things that we're going to be working on, what you can expect, and to me, most importantly, how you can participate in the process. Well, we're going to be looking at acting, directing, and storytelling. We'll be finding places where they overlap, and in the next 3 episodes of the channel, we'll be looking at what I call the 3 threes of good storytelling. So this is something that every writer, actor, and director absolutely needs to know. We're basically going to be breaking down what every story has, how it's structured, and the things that you need to really make a story that's going to be memorable and that's going to be lasting for a long time and that you're really going to be proud of. So we'll also be doing top 10 lists here. So if I do an episode on, say, actors using their eyes and their hands in order to create their characters, then I'll do a top 10 list a couple of days after that where I list my top 10 favorite actors and actresses that demonstrate that, so that you can go off and do a little bit of research on your own. Some of the top 10s will be films or television shows, and some of the top 10s will be books. The other thing that I'd like to do once we get started and once we, get comfortable with this a little more is to do some live episodes. Maybe 2 hours, maybe sometimes even as many as 6 hours, where you can give me some comments, give me some ideas of the characters, the problems, the places that we might use, and take something from a very basic idea from brainstorming all the way through to the end to at least an outline, if not a finished product for something maybe like a short story or maybe a 10-minute film. Maybe we'll even do 10 or 12 hours where we just are on camera live and we're doing this and you can come in. I think that would be great. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things here. It's really going to grow as I grow, get more comfortable being on camera in this YouTube channel format. And for a while, we're going to be pretty low tech here. pretty basic lights, pretty basic setup. Because as a writer, as a director, I really use a couple of basic tools. And those are a grease board, a cork board like the one you see behind me, colored index cards have become my absolute best friend, and yellow legal pads. And that's the way that I tend to work. So we're going to learn together. Please feel free to leave some comments. Let me know the kind of subjects you want to see me discuss as actor, as director, as writer, in all different writing formats. We're going to look at playwriting. We're going to look at novels. We're going to be looking at screenplays, because story at the end of the day is story, no matter what form it's coming through. Also, I want to let you know that every once in a while we're going to have some special guests on, so probably 6 or 7 episodes from now we'll have our first guest. And I'm excited to be here, and I hope you're excited to be here. So we'll see you next time on Every Day is a Story All Its Own.